Okay, time for a new video. Welcome back to my channel, or hello if you're new. This is yet another Eurovision 2025 related video here on my channel, and another reaction type video as well, because right now I'm about to listen in full for the first time to the Georgian entry for the 2025 edition of the Eurovision Song Contest, which as we all know will take place 2 months from now in Basel, Switzerland. As always, you're welcome to let me know your thoughts on anything I discuss in today's video by leaving a comment down below, and as always there are links in the description to my other social media pages. Check them out if you so wish. I just want to begin this video by saying that I have already seen some comments regarding this song and indeed the performer of this song, and there does seem to be a reasonable amount of controversy surrounding both of those things. Now, I hold my hands up. I am not nearly well informed enough to comment on such political matters, nor do I really want to, because this is not a politics-related channel. But I am just giving you a heads up. Clearly this song is, to some individuals, quite controversial for matters of a political nature. With that being said, I am going to give this a listen. It is a song taking part this year, and we now have the full semi-final 2 lineup, which is quite handy because a short time ago off camera I was putting together a semi-final 2 running order prediction. So now that we have the Georgian entry, I can update my little slips of paper and move them around as I see fit. Georgia, who have remembered they're taking part this year, are going to be represented by a solo female musician, Mariam Shengelia. The song is called Freedom. She'll perform in the second half of semi-final 2 on that Thursday evening in May. The music video is on the official Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel. It's just over 3 minutes long, and at the time of this recording you're watching now, it's had just over 36,000 views. According to the Eurovision Song Contest website, Mariam is from a small town in Georgia, and her journey can be seen as a testament, I am reading from the website, to her talent, perseverance and sheer determination. The singer discovered her passion for music at an early age. Without formal training or industry connections, she managed to build her career from the ground up, proving that hard work and raw talent can defy all odds. Mariam first gained national recognition on Georgia's version of The X Factor, where her distinctive voice and emotional depth set her apart. Determined to push her artistry even further, she later competed on Georgia's version of The Voice, captivating audiences with her powerful performances and undeniable stage presence. Beyond her solo career, Mariam is also a member of the group Mixtura, a band known for its fusion of diverse musical influences. Performing in a group setting has expanded her artistic range and strengthened her ability to command the stage. She was a backing artist for Georgia in 2020, but now she's going solo, representing Georgia with a song that embodies her journey, a powerful blend of emotion, strength, and storytelling. So that's who she is. The song, as I said a moment ago, is called Freedom. Georgia debuted at Eurovision almost 20 years ago in Helsinki 2007. If we focus on their form specifically over the past decade, it has not been that great. In 2015, Nina Sublatti was on stage in Vienna with Warrior. A pretty good song, quite fierce. She was wearing this black outfit with feathers coming off the shoulders, and there was that incident where she was completely covered up by the smoke going mad on stage, but she finished 11th, which is not too bad. In 2016, we had Midnight Gold by Nika Kocherov and Young Georgian Lolitas, a sort of indie rock number with loads of strobe lights that would make Red Sebastian of Belgium proud, lots of interesting on-screen effects. This was a surprise qualifier. The UK jury thought it was the best song of the year. Bizarre. The song finished 20th in the end in Stockholm. In 2017, Tamara Gacicidze failed to qualify, finishing 11th in Kyiv with her song Keep the Faith. Not bad. A rather typical power ballad, it must be said. Lots of red lighting, a red outfit. In 2018, more red lighting, as For You was the Georgian entry in Lisbon, performed by the ethno-jazz band Iriau, and this finished last in semi-final 2 with 24 points. Quite slow going, not massively memorable, but quite traditional. In 2019, Otto Nemsadze took to the stage in Tel Aviv with Keep On Going. I did not really like this song at all. He finished 14th in semi-final 1, I believe it was that year. Again, quite powerful, stirring stuff, but it wasn't enough to see him qualify. In 2020 and 2021, we had Tornike Kipiani. His first entry, Take Me As I Am, quite aggressive, quite moody, certainly quite powerful. But had the contest gone ahead in Rotterdam that year, I don't think he would have qualified at all. And then a year later, he was there again with the song, actually on stage this time, of course, with the song You. And he finished 16th with 16 points. This was a lot gentler. It was ultra simplistic and, unfortunately, quite forgettable. In 2022, we had Circus Mircus with Lock Me In. This was quite fun, quite silly. I don't think anybody really expected this to do that well, so it came to be in Turin, last place in its semi-final with 22 points. Then we had Echo by former Junior Eurovision winner Iru. This was the Liverpool competition 2 years ago. She finished 12th in semi-final 2 with 33 points. Again, I use these terms. Quite a powerful, stirring sort of ballad, and certainly she sounded pretty good, but it just wasn't enough. And then last year, Georgia finally made another Eurovision final. This was in Malmö, of course. Firefighter by Nutsa Buzaladze. Beautiful woman in this gold outfit, dancers, flames all around her. 21st place with Firefighter, 34 points. And this year, for the third Eurovision in a row, it is a solo female act for Georgia. Freedom is the name of it. Let's finally give this a listen. As I said at the start of this video you're watching now, clearly there is some controversy surrounding this one. For whatever reason, I've seen quite conflicting opinions in the comments section of this video. Like I said, this is not a politics-related channel, so I'm not ignoring it, but I'm just focusing on the music in this video. Here we go. Let me know what you think about Freedom by Mariam Shengelia for Georgia. Here we go. What I'm watching won't be in the bottom corner of the video you're watching. That's the way it usually is. Chances are you've seen this by now anyway. The penultimate song for this year. Here we go. Oh. Backstage. Red dress. Orange red dress. Piano. Okay. Starting off like a James Bond song here. Okay. Starting off in somewhat dramatic fashion. Dancers in black attire. This is quite interesting to begin with because the melody and the music in the background feels quite quick, but her vocals and the way she's delivering this song is quite slow. So there is a sort of juxtaposition type thing going on there. I'm not really sure what the dancers are adding to this. If anything, it's a distraction, but okay. Coming into the chorus now, I believe. Okay. I don't really know what to say about this. It's somewhat powerful, but it's definitely not hitting top gear, which you might say is okay, because some ballads, if they do hit top gear, you could say that the performer is overdoing it vocally and things like that. The instrumentation is far too overbearing, if you see what I mean. I'm already over halfway through, and I can't say that I am massively enthused with this track, but we continue. Not a bad vocalist, but everything else is, I mean, this is very disjointed, I would say, because now it's really simplistic again. Guy playing the cello. We do have some Georgian language, which is quite nice. I think this is a case of fine singer deserves a better song. I also feel this is the sort of track that I'm not really going to remember the melody of a couple of hours from now. Okay, big note towards the end. Images of mountains. It's all happening. And then it ends, somewhat abruptly. Okay, if I had to give that song a mark out of 10, let's be realistic about this. 1 being absolutely awful, and 10 being quite sublime. I don't think, and I'm being very honest here, I don't think I can give that higher than a 4. I've got to be honest with you. As I said a moment ago, vocally, she seems like a fine singer. The song, it's a little bit all over the place. We had a bit of a verse, a chorus, a very quiet piano-driven section just over halfway through, and then we just had a big chorus towards the end. There didn't really seem to be much structure to this. At least to me, it seems that way. Nothing really juicy about this song. And I would be very surprised if this makes any sort of impact on the Eurovision stage. I am sure there will probably be musicians pretending to play their instruments on stage. I am sure we will have Mariam standing there on stage in Basel in a reddish-orange dress. I am sure the performance that we get in Basel may well look like what we have in this music video. But I just don't think it's enough. Let me write her name down on this piece of card. Mariam. Freedom. There we go. And I will place that song into the running order. There we go. As and when. And that video will be coming soon, by the way, the running orders predictions. I might well film that within the next couple of days. And now that we have the full lineup of semi-final 1 as well, we should get the official running orders for the semi-finals of this year's Eurovision probably within the next week and a half. I would say we'll be getting them very soon. Anyway, getting back to this Georgian entry, let's take a look at some of the comments. Yeah. Singing about freedom, the irony is off the charts. It does appear to me as though Georgians aren't particularly happy with this choice. So, there is that. There are quite a few comments here in the Georgian language. I have to say, I just thought this song was fairly underwhelming, considering that we've been waiting for it for so long. It's not really my cup of tea. Or coffee. whatever you like. Oh, yeah. It's it's like when you go to the pub. Not that I often do this, and this is not a great analogy I'm getting at here. It's like when you go to the pub and you're really, really wanting a nice cold beer, a nice cold beverage. It's a hot day, you've been walking for ages, you want a nice, refreshing bit of alcohol. And you sit down and the pint turns up and there aren't really many bubbles. It's not very cold and it tastes flat. So much promise, but you end up with a rather disappointing drink in front of you. That's what it feels like with this Georgian entry, I've got to be honest with you. My word, I could have described that better. But yeah, this to me is flat and not massively refreshing. Got to be honest with you. There's clearly quite a bit of controversy surrounding it. It is what it is, but it is the final entry revealed for semi-final 2 of this year's Eurovision Song Contest. Let me know what you think. I'll be back with more Eurovision-related content fairly soon. We're getting the French entry tomorrow. Oh, mon Dieu. That is likely to be an absolute slice of quality. Until next time, take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye for now.